y'all. Hey y'all, hey. Mahogany Glow here, checking in. We're gonna do a quick face. I am going to grab some dinner really quick with a friend. So let's just, I'm talking about quick face, okay? Quick. So this is Faced Hangover. This is actually a prime, set, and refresh, it says. Hangover 3-in-1. So I'm gonna use that, you know why? Because what I'm gonna use is my Studio Fix powder. And this is actually NW55. I usually use NW50, I'll say that. Let me start there. And usually I just kind of do this. A little bit more over my discolorations. Like so. Usually I use NW50, that's my normal color. I usually use NW50, but NW55 works as well, depending on the time of the year. Probably wouldn't use NW55 in the dead of the winter, because it's not my winter shade, for sure. It's just a little bit more warm, I'll say. A little bit more deep, too. Now go up under here, you make sure you get the neck. Make sure you definitely get the perimeter of your face, because you don't want a line of demarcation around your face. That's it. Oh, this is a Morphe brush I'm using. It says E41. I used to keep up with all the different brushes, and I use whatever is convenient at the time. I grab what's clean, and I grab what I know works. So I know this is a powder brush, and this is one of my go-tos. Right now I'm putting on blot powder. Blot. And this helps with like shine. Helps keep me from being shiny throughout the day. I have eyelash extensions, so I try not to go on those, because then you'll see all the powder build up on my lashes. So how we're looking. Okay, cool. Then what I'm gonna do is take, let's see, what do I want to do here? I have 3 options. We're gonna pick something that we know works. Let's go with this. I'm gonna use Prime Beauty. This is a bronzer, and this is called Bronzer is what they call it, and it's in the color Bronzeville. I like to take my fan brush. This is a Juvia's Place. Yeah, it actually says fan brush on it, J229. I don't know if this brush is still available on their site. This brush is pretty old. And I try to do a little bronzing this way, right in the cheekbone area, and disperse. Then up here. So bronzer gives a little bit more warmth to the face, brings some color back after you've made it one color with your foundation, whether it be liquid or powder. So this brings a little bit more depth and warmth back into your face. I don't usually contour. I mean, if I'm going for like a whole beat, this kind of helps the jawline as well. Bring in the jawline, bring it all together. Sometimes I'll just go up nose a little. I'm talking about very loosely, okay? This is not something I normally am particular about. I just like to put some color into my face. That's how we're looking. Literally. And sometimes you gotta layer it depending on the color. This color is not as deep because I'm not really going for a full beat at the moment. Let me see something. Okay. See, it's just usually a little definition. That's it. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my, let's see, Real Techniques blush brush. That's exactly what this says, blush brush. I actually really love this blush brush. And there's another brush that I really love. We'll have to go over some of my favorite things I like to use to do my face. But this blush brush works pretty good. But there's another one I like to use that's a dual-ended blush and highlighter brush. So, but that one I travel with, so I'm not pulling that out. So this one in the Bronzeville, this is the Bronzeville bronzer. However, this one is the Lip Bar. This is a Fresh Glow Bronzer and Blush Duo. I don't really use the bronzer in here too often. First of all, I don't know that it really works for me like I need it to. But also in here, underneath that bronzer, so here's the bronzer, here's the blush, is the blush, right? And it's kind of like a highlighter and blush in one. So I'm gonna lightly, because I haven't used this in a while and I can't remember how crazy it gets. But I think I usually layer this though. It's cool. I'll make it do what it do. So it gives me a highlight as well as some color. I think though, this is the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. So Bloom is actually the color waves. I think there's other Blush and Glow palettes, but Bloom is the name of this one. And so it's more of a peachy, there's a berry blush, this cream blush, kind of like they're calling this a glow, but it's kind of like a blush as well, but more with a little more shimmer in it. And then these are powder. This is more of a champagne, like a, what is it called? Glow Extreme is what they're calling it, and a Duo Glow. So this is more of a peachy glow, and this is more of a just like a champagne or a rose gold glow. Let's go with that. So what I'm gonna do is use the cream one. I'm gonna use the same brush because that's just what I do. I'm gonna use the cream, the lighter color cream right here, and go. And we're gonna layer it to give it a little bit more. Nothing crazy, right? Because I know sometimes you gotta kind of dig into this one because it's cream. Like so it gives it more peachy tone as well. And then what happens is, because if you feel like, oh my gosh, it's a lot, I'm just gonna bring a little bit more here. So I like to make sure all this kind of flows together. So I'll bring in my contour brush, so it's not like overpowering my contour. And if I still feel like there's a lot going on here, I'll bring this up a little. And I usually go for my nose too with it. Give my nose some color and some highlight. And then I usually dab my powder brush over if I feel like there's a lot going on, or if it's not blended like I needed to. Sometimes I'll take my powder brush. So I go through a couple of, like, you know, depending on how I'm looking. Okay, you know, this is cool. I don't need to do much more than that. I am gonna take, however, I'm just gonna take it, my blush brush, and go over I'm going over my brows with it. But what my point is though, is that I am more so going under the brow to give it a little bit of highlight. Okay, with what I have, what I'm using. Just a little bit of highlight. Okay, now put that back. I am in a hurry, guys. So now I need to make a little room here. Let's do that. Now the other thing I pulled out, this is my KKW Beauty. Let's see, KKW Beauty eyeshadow palette. I have two palettes. Yes, I have two KKW Beauty palettes, but this one is the classic Bloom palette. I'm not using this one, but I just want to show you the difference. This one is just the regular KK Beauty, the first palette she came out with. Let's see. So I'm using this one. I'll probably end up using this color, maybe this color. I'm not even trying to do anything fancy, to be honest, but these are the palettes. But let me tell you, this is gonna be a one eyeshadow look. So I like the darker shade. The shades are actually on the back. I don't think that I'm a fan of the shade colors being on the back, because then you kind of figure out, I believe this is Dash. You kind of gotta figure out what shade is what. I don't know. It's a little weird. So literally, I'm gonna put a little shadow this way. And sometimes I'll lay it down first. It just depends on what I'm trying to do here. Right now, I'm just kind of like putting a flush of color. So this is not really a particular process, this part. I'm literally just putting some color on my lids, and that's it. Because I am in a hurry and I'm not even dressed. That's okay, because everything else is done. I don't have far to go. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll place the color, like I'm patting the color on. And by no means am I a professional makeup artist, okay? But sometimes what I'll do is I'll do a flush of color and then blend it out. Because if you pat the color on first, it gives you more intensity, and then you can blend it out versus trying to sweep it on. If you want just, of course, if it's depending on if the color is very opaque, you know, very bold, you might want to sweep it on because maybe you don't want it to start off bold. But if you just need to put that thing down, then you can pat it. This would normally be a transition color for me, but it's going to be my eye color today. I'll go a little bit underneath, like that. Bam. Okay, we got the lashes are already on. We're not gonna do much there. I may not even put any liner on, to be honest. Let's see, am I doing liner? If I do liner, I'm not winging it because I don't have time. That's the whole process. This is the Il Maquillage liner, ink liner in black. This is a liquid liner. And normally, when I do liquid liner, if I'm not doing a wing, I lay it down, literally, and sweep. Sometimes I do a little sweep. Like that. And then I come on this side and I make sure that my tip is still wet. It tends to. I just that I have to make sure because I hate to get here and then like it starts skipping. Hold on, I always get some in my eye. Y'all know. Always gonna be something in my eye, per usual. Let me tell you what else works when you have something in your eye, especially if you've already done your eyes. Let me tell you. This is a charcoal by Sephora. It's just a charcoal cotton swab. And it's supposed to grab. Oh, yeah, I think that was it actually. Oh gosh, okay. And then like you see this little, I don't know what this is right here. I guess maybe I touched the little glitter. I'm gonna use my powder brush and sweep that away. See how we do that? I know I'm looking real powdery right now, but that's okay. You know why? Because when we spray our face, it's not gonna look like that. So I lay it. Listen, this is what I do. I'm just telling y'all. Okay, I do what works for me. Let me just get a little closer. Hold on. And drag it. Like I said, I'm not doing a wing. Okay. Let me get more to the corner here. The other one. Sometimes I don't know that lashes actually help. I think they're in the way a lot of the times, but they look cute though. So then we're gonna do this. Let me just do this real quick. And I'm just placing my finger here to give it something to, like a backing. So I make sure the lashes go into the brush, but I'm not pulling with my finger. That finger is not meant to be to pull my lashes with the brush. This one is this little lash on the end is struggling a little bit, but I try to, there we go. And sometimes, you know, whatever. That's just what I have to do. I'll do the other one. Only thing I'm gonna do now, this is, listen, I use my travel sizes. I love them. This is my Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Volume Lift and Curl Mascara. So this is literally just a little travel size, and I usually use this for my bottom lashes. Actually, I usually use my Giga Lash by MAC because it's got the real skinny applicator. That's in my travel bag. I usually don't pull out stuff from my travel bag because I hate to have to repack it. And then I usually forget stuff. So I just leave stuff in the travel bag and then I use something else. I have enough products, trust me, that I can rotate. I usually use a zoomed in mirror to do my bottom lashes or anything but my eyes, especially if I was gonna do a wing liner. I'm over here trying to be fancy because y'all here, but in real life, I do need to see. Okay. Nothing too crazy, right? Cool. How we looking? I usually just take any like mascara. It could be an old to be honest, I don't really use this mascara. It's called Lash Flash Strengthening Mascara by the Lip Bar. I don't really use this one for my lashes per se. I have to say I couldn't. I guess I could. It's not the applicator I like to use. But what you can do is just take a mascara that you don't normally use. This is in black. Let me just make sure it doesn't have any other kind of color on it. So, but it's black. And because I know it's black, I'm going to lightly brush this through. I don't do brows per se. If I'm doing a full beat, I might attempt to do a brow. If I have to do a full beat and I have a couple hours to work on that, I will try to draw some brows in. That is also not my strength. But I attempt. And then lightly in the front, very light, because it's more of a faded effect, ombre if you will. And really I'm just adding some more depth back into my eyebrows after using all those powders. Literally. Yep, and you see that, I already knew that was gonna happen, but that's okay, right? Because we got ways to get rid of that. Okay. So what we'll do, I'm talking about quick, okay, quick. This is my Fenty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow. This is the original Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. I love glitter on my lips. Let me just tell y'all, I'm not even gonna line my lips because I'm going to eat and I don't tend to reapply and reapply. So let me just tell you, I'm about to layer though. This is a lip bar. It's called One Love and it's a lip gloss. It has This has some bronze sparkle to it. This is one of my favorite lip glosses, and I have several colors. I'll have to pull them all together because I have lip glosses kind of everywhere in different bags. Artist Couture. This is a glitter gloss. I use it as a topper mostly. This one is in Peep Show, and it's a like orange and gold flex, I guess. There's a pink hue to it as well. But what I do is, let me tell you, so I put that down as my base. So then I have this nice effect, right? Okay, here, let's do this. Nice glitter effect. Right? Okay. Guess that's enough of that. Now, I tend to use two different setting sprays. I'm gonna use this. This is not what I would normally use. I usually use, oh, you know, we can use it. It's fine. Let's use it. I usually use All Nighter, Urban Decay All Nighter, because it stays. It definitely stays. So let's try that. I do that first. Long lasting makeup setting spray is what it's called. Okay, so I do that. I try to cover my lashes to a certain extent. I mean, it's kind of inevitable, but okay. And I actually have a fan here that I like to use. I turn my fan on and kind of let it like, not too much though, because if I've just got done doing my eyes, sometimes this fan can be a little much. My eyes like to water, as we all know. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this off. And I know my hair is white right now. It's absorbing product right now. And sometimes what I'll do, let me just tell you. Let's do this. I'm gonna use the brush that I used for my bronzer, and I'm gonna make sure there's no line from my scarf. That's it, and I just go around here and make sure that that's blended. I've had it be sometimes where I start sweating and it's like, oh yeah, there's a whole line there, and I didn't even, of course I'm out and about by this time, right? The other thing I'm gonna use on top of that, I should have left my scarf on though, but we'll make it work. This is a Morphe continuous setting spray. I feel like it gives me moisture, or at least the illusion of moisture to my face. A glow, a healthy glow. So let's see. There we go. And then by the time I get to where I need to get, my hair should be good. Okay, so now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get dressed. Put this back. When I get dressed, I'm gonna throw on something. All right, fresh beat. I just got on some plain jeans, but they are a skinny leg jean. It's a plain white crop top. What we're gonna do, this is like a caramel colored belt, so I'm gonna throw this on. Caramel color. I've lost weight. I need to add a loop to this belt. That's okay. I gotta put a sweater on over it, so it's gonna be a little loose for a second, okay? It is what it is, but that's a good thing, right? We've lost weight. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna put on my boots. It's still cold here in Michigan. So we were like, I think we were like maybe 51 we hit today, but we've been in like between the 30s and the 40s. 30s and the 50s, I'll say. So, put these on. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna put some perfume on. Oh, let's see. Let's go with Cassili. This is Parfums de Marly, and this is Cassili. Cassili. Let's see if I can get you to, you'll be able to see it. Okay. Now dab, don't rub, you dab. I just have like a cardigan. This one I'm pretty sure I got from the resale shop. Okay, I do resale dye occasionally. Okay. That's that. See? how it comes together. Cute, cute. Okay, and then last but not least, this is my Michael Kors tote bag. I believe this is a Saffiano leather. Actually does have a shoulder strap as well in my caramel color. And we're ready to go. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Mahogany_Glow. And that's Mahogany with the E at the end. On TikTok, Mahogany_Glow. Facebook, Mahogany Glow. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much.